Hello class, nice to see you again. In this video tutorial, I will show you how to do a penetration testing using aircrack ng tool from Kali Linux. Okay, so I have a documentation here in Word document, so I'm gonna place this in the Blackboard. Okay, so wireless WPA2 using air crack ng tool from Kali. Okay, so I'm gonna save this document. Okay, so without further ado, let me start with the theory about it, right? So the method is here, right? uh, if you are using VirtualBox, which is I strongly recommend, right? Make sure you install extension pack or service pack to connect USB to the device to the VM, right? Here, in my case, right? When you install the USB adapter, go to the setting and then USB and add this USB, right? Add this USB. Notice that I have two USB because I purchased the one with Panda wireless, which is the top one, and I buy another one using Alpha, right? Alpha. I think it's Alpha ACWS something. I will post that information in the Blackboard, right? So make sure you connect that. The installation for the Alpha takes a little bit more, so I will show you in another video in case you have trouble connecting the Wi-Fi, right? The Panda wireless is straightforward. This one you need to do like installation, right? Using a command lines. All right. Okay. So now let me show you the first thing that we need to do. Okay, the method, right? Let's discuss the theory first. First, we need to set up the wireless adapter to the monitor mode using Airmon NG. And then we're gonna scan the wireless network using Aerodam NG. And then we're gonna capture the four-way handshake, right? And then force the four-way handshake to terminate by using the authentication attack, right? When they reconnect again, that is where we capture the password, right? So these are some of the steps, right? Four-way handshake is basically the process of exchanging four messages between the access point, authenticator, and the client device, which is supplicant, to generate encryption keys to secure traffic. So here I'm using my cell phone as my hotspot, right? I use my cell phone as a mobile hotspot. This serve as an access point, okay? And then I'm using my iPad as a client that connect to this hotspot, okay? So I have my cell phone as my wireless access point and my iPad as a client, all right? So these are the requirements. So let's do the step here, right? So I'm gonna put the adapter in the monitor mode. So how we do that? So I'm gonna run this command. It's called airmon ng and check, right? We need to run as a root. So sudo airmon ng check and then just check only, not kill, okay? So and then we're gonna type Kali, right? So we have found the two processes. We need to kill them using airmon ng check kill before putting the card in the monitor mode. Otherwise, they will interfere by changing the channel, right? So if we don't kill that, it's gonna create a mess, right? They will interfere by changing channel and sometimes putting the interface back to manage mode. So remember to do this command, airmon ng kill, okay? If not, it will interfere. So I'm gonna right click and paste this, right? So here I'm gonna do sudo and kill that processes. All right, now we already killed the process. Let's clear this one, right? The second thing, we need to start the service, right? So what command we need to start the service? To start the service, we need to run this command: airmon ng wireless start w LAN 0, enter as a root. Okay, sudo as a root, right? All right, so now we have this one, right? Wireless ng. Okay, notice that this alpha dongle that I purchased, it can run in 2.4 gigahertz and 5.0 gigahertz, right? But for the Panda that I purchased is only run 2.4 gigahertz. Okay, so the next thing is, okay, let me check. Okay, if I do if config like this, right? This is already in the monitor mode, right? Monitor mode. Let me see. ifconfig/a, right? Okay. So I'm gonna clear this. So now I'm gonna, after we start the service, we're gonna do scanning the BSS ID. So how we do that? This is the BSS ID. Okay. Right click, paste it. Okay. Sudo airmon md wireless 0 monitor, enter. Boom. Oh, it fails. So let me see. Aerodam ng wireless sudo wireless mg. Okay, here we go. I don't need to use the mon, right? Notice that it scanned all the neighbors also. So I'm gonna blur this one. All right. Here I'm going to use this. This is my thingy. All right. So let me see. I'm gonna put this in a note. My FFID is gonna be, where is it? This one, right? FE8F07. Where is it? 07 65 65 FW2, right? So from here, I'm gonna open a new one here. Let me show you. So while we're doing that, on a separate, I'm gonna minimize this, right? I'm gonna open another instances. I'm gonna capture this wireless handshake, right? So I'm gonna run this command, okay? I'm gonna run this command, right? I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna run this command: aerodam ng minus channel. Let me see what channel is that. Let me pause the video, okay? Okay, the qtit is actually channel C, okay? That one is a channel C. So hold on, okay. Okay, that one is channel, what do you call this? That's channel 6, it's not 11. So I need to change this, right? So let me see. So I need to do this, okay? Aerodam underscore C. This is channel 6. Channel 6, okay? And then the BSS ID is not this one. The BSS ID is, I need to write it down, that BSS ID is, hold on, okay? The BSS ID is, let me see if I can copy this one, paste that. No, it's a mess now. Oh, really? BSS ID, let me just type it in. FE colon 8F colon 07 colon 65 colon 65 colon F2 like this, right? And then I'm gonna write, we're gonna name the file WPA crack, right? And then it's under monitor wireless LAN, right? This one under wireless LAN 0. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so from here I'm gonna enter it. Let me see if I can capture that. Okay, I have a problem here. Let me see in my sudo here, sudo aerodam ng channel 6. No, this is channel 6, correct? BSSID, okay, right? Wireless mode, okay. Okay, let me troubleshoot that. Okay, so aerodam dash channel. Notice that I need to use this one, right? Dash channel, not just -c. So let's see if this gonna work, right? So let me see if that's gonna work. Enter. No, it still doesn't work. So I need to troubleshoot again. Okay, I finally fixed it. So let me show it to you what I did mistake. Let me show it to you. Control C, right? Okay, this is the problem that I experienced, right? Notice that I put parentheses here. I have a mistake here. I have a syntax error. I put a bracket like that. No, we shouldn't put bracket, right? I actually make my note for myself, but I put it like that. We shouldn't do like that. Okay, so we put channel 6 and then the BSI's ID and then WPA2 crack WLAN 0. Now if I press enter, okay, now it's running, it saved the file now, right? It saved the file. Let's see if I can find the client. Here we go. I find the client, right? If you notice that this is gonna be my wireless access point, which is FE8 8F076565F2, right? In channel 6. Now, the client, I need to write it down this, right? So let me write it down my iPad here. My iPad is F0, right? Colon, this one, DB, colon, F8, colon, 59, colon, AB, right? Colon, 1E. You notice that I'm using, so this is my wireless access point and this is my client. This is the iPad MAC address, right? So F0 DB F8 59 AB and 1E. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do, I need to de-authenticate this, right? How we run the de-authentication, right? So I'm gonna open another one, right? On a separate command prompt, I'm gonna open a new one here, right? I'm gonna run this command, right? I'm gonna run this command, okay? I'm gonna run this command, right? Right click, paste it. So here I'm gonna choose on the access point, I need to put the IP address here, right? I need to put this IP address that I put that on the node. I'm gonna use this one, which is my wireless access point. Right click, paste. That's my access point, right? And this is my client, right? So my client, I'm gonna put let me see, I'm gonna put hyphen here, right? Where is this? Client. Where is this? Wireless mode, and then this is client -c -c, and then the MAC address. Let me see. Let me find out my MAC address, which is my iPad IP MAC address, my iPad, right? So I'm gonna copy this like that. Okay. So this is basically I'm doing a de-authentication, right? So here I'm running a command called we're gonna do de-authentication attack on a separate command prompt. Airplay ng -0 means de-authentication. 10 frame 10 times minus a access point wireless mon hyphen client and the IP the MAC address of that, and then wireless LAN, right? So now we're gonna do a de-authentication, right? So if I do de-authentication, enter, boom. Oh, we didn't work. I think I need to run in the sudo here. This is aeroplay, right? Sudo aeroplay ng kali, boom. It doesn't work. So let me troubleshoot this again. Okay, here I have a typo. I suppose I accidentally put WLAN 0 here on the mon. So right now, if you see in the back, I'm running a de-authentication, right? So now, if you see that, let me see behind it, right? If I minimize this, right? We are running the authentication method. It's supposed to capture the four-way handshake here. So we need to wait a little bit here, right? We need to wait here, right? The authentication. I'm going to show you how to do that again, right? Control C, let me stop this. See if it's working there. It's not in here, okay. So let me show you the command, okay. Hopefully this one is working here. This is the command. Sudo aeroplay ng de-authentication access point and the client and wireless LAN 0. Okay, that is the how to do the de-authentication, right? 100 means it's 100 frames. So I'm gonna run one more time. Hopefully it will do a de-authentication of this one, right? This one. Okay, I'm gonna run this again. Enter. Okay. So let's wait. The SSID is called Qtip, right? Qtip, this one. And I'm running it again here. Let me troubleshoot this, okay? Okay, I was troubleshooting earlier. let me show you how it works here. Okay, when I run the four-way handshake here, right? Okay, here is my connection, right? This is my wireless access point and this is my client. When I run this command, right? When I run this command, uh, let me see. When I run this command, let me see. When I run this de-authentication, right? When I run this de-authentication, right? When I run this authentication, I didn't see the four-way handshake display, but it is saved in the file. So when I run this command, right? This is how to de-authentication, right? Monitor. Okay. Well, because I already did, okay. So let me show it to you, right? When I run this command, it didn't display the four-way handshake, but it's saved in the file. So when I do this, let me show it to you. When I show you this one, let me see. When I show you this one, right? When I run this command, right? Once I run the de-authentication earlier, and then I crack this using this command rcrack ng using password list, and then this is the BSS ID, and this is the test 01 cap, right? It cracked it, right? It cracked it. The password is 1234568. Okay, so the problem is in here, right? Do you see this test01.cap? Okay, the four-way handshake is already in this file. However, it didn't display. Okay, so I think that's what confused me earlier. So I just show you if I do ls, right? Notice that the test-01 cap is over there, right? So I have to run this command, right? So this command, once I capture the file, right? Once I capture the file, I need to use a password list, which is this one, password.txt, and then the BSS ID, and then the capture file. When I run this, then it will crack the password, right? So if I do a VI password list, right? I have my password list there already well, for the purpose of testing, I just put 2 of them, but in the real world, maybe you have a lot. So the issue, what confused me earlier is just this one. So let me repeat again. So what confused me is when I run this command, right? Okay, when I run this command, I cannot run it again because I just did it. Okay, when I do a de-authentication using this command, right? It didn't allow me. I get confused that this one, it doesn't show you up. Let me see you here. Let me see you here, right? So here, so when I run this command, I thought that the de-authentication thing, it doesn't work, but it's actually work. So let me show it to you. If this is the command, right? This is how to do a de-authentication, so we can capture the packets, right? Enter. There we go, right? Since I already ran it, I cannot redo again, but that is how I troubleshoot it. So hopefully that this video is informative. It's a little bit challenging to do this wireless penetration testing, but as you can see that I was able to make it works, right? By having cracking the password using this command. Okay, enter. There we go. That's the password. 1234566. Thank you for watching.